You know how sometimes you ask Claude for something complex and it gives you this answer that feels incomplete? Like you know it can give you more if it just thinks through it properly. Well, I found this way that actually gets Claude to think through problems step by step instead of rushing to an answer. It's been incredible, and I now use this for almost all of my prompts. But before that, a quick intro to MCP. It's actually a protocol created by Anthropic to give AI more capabilities and access to tools. Kind of like adding apps to your phone, but for AI systems, in this case, Claude Desktop. So the tool we'll be talking about today is called Sequential Thinking. Sequential Thinking is an MCP that gives Claude the ability to break down problems step by step instead of just giving a quick response. Once you see it in action, you'll understand why I use this now for almost every prompt. Let's start with this very basic prompt. I want to start a side business but don't know where to begin. Help me create a plan. And we simply send this over without asking Claude to use sequential thinking. And let's see what we get. So it gives us this response. It says, first, you want to identify what you're uniquely positioned to offer, consider existing skills and knowledge, validating the idea, start simple, time management will be a challenge, and so on. Now, let's use the exact same prompt. The only difference is that we add this phrase at the end that says use sequential thinking. As you can see, Claude went ahead and used the sequential thinking tool, right? And it took many steps just thinking about the problem and its output. And then from there, it actually generated an artifact for us that contains all of the information we need to start a side business. So you can see this is super comprehensive and detailed. And what's good is that it even came up with some questions for ourselves to help us get started. Like, what skills do you have that people already ask your help with? How many hours per week can you realistically dedicate? And so on. And the thing is, we can just reply to Claude and it can help us refine the plan further. Now, let me show you how to set this up. We just have to go to this GitHub repo, which I have linked below in the comments. Scroll down, and in the configuration, there's a section here that says usage with Claude Desktop. Now, all you have to do is copy this. You go into your Claude settings, click on developer. You will see the different MCPs I have installed on my Claude Desktop, including sequential thinking. So I'm assuming you don't have this installed. So you simply have to click edit config, and then you'll see this Claude Desktop config JSON file. Now open that with a text editor. I'm going to be using Cursor for this one. And for you, this is going to be empty. So what you do is you just paste the text you got from the GitHub repo, and then just save the file. And from there, you just have to restart Claude Desktop. And if you click Search and Tools, you should already be able to see the sequential thinking tool here and make sure it's enabled. And by the way, this capability works with Claude Desktop, but you can also use it with Claude even if you're using another tool like Cursor. So once you have sequential thinking enabled, then you can simply ask Claude to use it by just simply typing use sequential thinking after every request that you have. I urge you to try this with any complex problem that you have and just compare the difference. It really is night and day, especially if you use it with Claude projects. And the best part is you only have to set this up once. It takes 2 minutes and then you have it in your Claude Desktop forever. And speaking of Claude projects, if you want to learn how I set up Claude projects that not only work from the start, but will work for you for a very long time because it's self-updating, then please click the video on the description below. So there you go. If you liked this video and found it helpful, then please hit the like button and subscribe. There's one more thing that I like using along with sequential thinking, which is to ask Claude or any AI to ask you clarifying questions so that it gets exactly what you need. If you're interested to know more, then watch this video for that tutorial.